You've seen in this first week with you guys?
We were a little bit rusty. There were some ups and downs, but there were some really good things. There was a couple things that were a little bit iffy, but for the most part, I'm pretty pleased about it.
Just overall, we talked a little bit about it last week. Just coming in this season, going for another championship. What do you like about this group and this?
Well, we've got 41 seniors. That's the first thing I like, but that can also be an issue. We got 41. We've got a bunch of them that aren't going to be able to play, so we got to have a true team this year. If we don't have a true team, we're going to have a little bit of an issue. So it's 41 of us, seniors. They got to show some real leadership, and we got some things to improve on. We've got a really solid team on defense. Offense, we just got to be a little bit more consistent and do things we're supposed to do.
Defense starts with the two ends.
Yeah. Starts with 44 and 8, Worth and Wilson. When they were in there, they were pretty dominant. When they went out, we weren't very dominant. So that's the issue that we got. We got to have somebody else that can step out there and put a little pressure on these teams that spread you sideline to sideline. So that leaves them one-on-one. They got to win the one-on-one matchup. And Worth and Julian did, for the most part, put a lot of pressure on them.
How have the newcomers in this new era of transfers, how have they sort of bought into the system?
Well, if they come to Dutch Fork, they better be able to play. And so, we've had one already come in and leave. We had another is not. You come to Dutch Fork, you better be able to play. So that's, they buy in and play and work and do all the things we do. We meet, lift, and practice, and they do all the things we're supposed to do. And, they earn a position.
Jackson, first time out, playing against obstacle competition. How would you say he fared?
I think he was a little tight at the beginning, but he loosened up, and then he got too loose at the end. So, he's got to learn to play a full 48. But I was proud of him. He did a lot of good things. He's a powerful runner. When we're able to run him a little bit, people are going to be surprised about how powerful he is. He's 6 feet, 200, and a 4.8 40. Benches 315. So he can be a dual threat guy.
And who's one of the guys that are going to try to take that leadership position in the secondary with Elgin gone?
I don't know. That's our big question. I like Sebastian Lake. I like Tyler Brown. We had a young guy come up from the middle school that I think is special, but I think right now there's an issue with some things. So, we got a little hole in the secondary right now we got to take care of, but we got to have somebody step up back there.
And then also at place kicking right now with Justin graduating.
I'm good with our place kickers. O'Leary and Medina are both good kickers. They've been to camps. They've been hitting 70 to 80% of their field goals all throughout May and June and July. So I'm good with our kickers. My big issue is, being able to kick it in the end zone. Justin kicked about 60% in the end zone, and as you know, in high school, the ball's on the 20, so that takes a play off the board. So we would like to have the ball kicked into the end zone. Dutch Fork is notorious. When I first got here, for going up 21-0, kicking off, and boom, they run it back, and it's 21-7. So we got to avoid that. It's best to kick it in the end zone. So we'll continue to work on that for the next 2 weeks.
How much does, with Jackson playing now, and sort of re-energize you as you keep going forward?
It's just hard coaching your own. I don't know that I don't need any re-energizing. I'm the same. I'm the same. When I was 27, when I got my first head coaching job, as I am now at almost 70. So it's a thrill to be out here. It's even more thrilling to be coaching your son, but it's also hard to coach your son. There's a little that familiarity thing that I didn't have with Ty Olenchuk and the other Olenchuk and John Hunt and Liam. That familiarity thing is just a little bit of a detriment to sometimes some great coaching that I can do with it.
And then also Brody Lawrence, Bruiser Brody. He just seems like, how much of a big sophomore year can he have?
He can be dominant. He's special. He loves it. He's a road grader. He'll play snap to whistle. He'll probably get a couple of penalties driving somebody in the ground, but I can't curb his enthusiasm. I want him to go play like with the insides that God gave him. God gave him just a drive and a desire, and he is maximizing that. So I'm very proud of him. He's kind of a quiet leader. He don't have to say nothing. All we got to do is look at the film of Brody. Brody's body language is so different from the great majority of them. And, you know, that's what I point out just about daily in film. Look at Brody's body language. Look at yours. And I think that says it all. He's got a great heart and just loves the game.